10,000 Farm Crest dealers in Michigan present the Children's Theater of the Air, the most unusual broadcast of its kind in the country. Children ranging in age from 4 to 14 present this radio feature entirely from memory and without the assistance of an adult. The staging, costuming, and acting make the Children's Theater of the Air the first show in the United States ready for television. You are cordially invited to witness this broadcast any Sunday at 12 noon at the Broadway Capitol Theater, Grand Circus Park and Broadway in downtown Detroit. Today, our clever youngsters present their Christmas idea. And the audience here in the theater has promised to join in with the little troopers as they swing into Jingle Bell. Thank you for that added Christmas spirit, girls and boys. And while we're on the subject of Christmas, I just know you'll be wanting a large assortment of sweets for your Yuletide party. Don't forget Farm Crest Coconut Donut Puffs, those dainty little coconut-covered donut cakes that will surely be the treat of the holiday season. Wrap up a few in bright Christmas cellophane to help decorate the tree. Put several of them in surprise packages for the kiddies' parties. And believe you me, Farm Crest Coconut Donut Puffs really are a delightful surprise. Ask for them at any of the Farm Crest dealers in your neighborhood. And listen to this. They are priced at only 15 cents for a big cellophane package of 24, 2 entire dozen, and fresh for you every day. Be sure to try them, and you will like them. And now, on we go with our Christmas show. I take great pride in presenting these three gems, June, Edith, and Marie. You'll be as proud as Santa Claus is over these three little dolls.
Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Almost any day he'll be on his way with a load of happiness, with a million toys for the girls and boys on the Santa Claus Express. Almost any night when you're sleeping tight, he'll be there at your address. Every chimney top is a station stop for the Santa Claus Express. He's got soldier hats and pussy cats, little poodle dogs is by. He's got every kind of animal that they had in Noah's Ark. So be very good to the things you should, or you'll cross out your address. If you're not in Dutch, you'll get twice as much from the Santa Claus Express. Little tin horns, little toy drums, Rudy Toot Toots and Rummy Tum Tums. Santa Claus is coming to town. And curly-head dolls, the Toddle and Coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boyland will have a jubilee.
They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree.
So you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Thank you very much. We're so proud that you've come to our Christmas party. It was very nice of you. But I suppose you're all here to have a lot of fun, the same as the rest of us. So why waste a lot of time talking about it? Get into the Yuletide spirit with little Claire Rose Keene, one of the best entertainers in the Children's Theater of the Air. She has chosen a jolly song for us today, so be enjoying this joyful little fellow who sings Jingle Bells. Take it away. I'm in love, I'm in love. The jingle bells keep singing. I'm in love, I'm in love. Oh, what a song they're bringing. We'll know we'll soon be hand in hand. The winter moon will understand.
this season. He loves me, he loves me. Now there's no chance of freezing. Don't need the palms, I've got my baby's arms. Oh, jingle bells, each one tells I'm in love. Mary is the word for Clary, a happier little girl you'll never find. We have a present for everyone today, a musical present, of course. Musical dolls for the babies, dancing toys for the grown-up children, and I'm sure all of you adults will be happy to know your old favorite, Ida, is here, too. Oh, come now, you remember Ida. Remember, Ida, sweet as apple cider. Well, here she is in the person of Jean Falder. I can tell by your pleased expressions that you're going to like Mrs. Falder's charming daughter, Jeannie. Ida, sweet as apple cider, sweeter than all I know. Come out in the silvery moonlight of love will whisper, so soft and low, so soft and low. Seems though can't live without you. Now listen, my honey-do, my little Ida, now I idolize you. I love you, Ida, Ida, deed, I do-do-do-do-do. Now, wasn't that a pretty dish to set before our listeners? There's plenty of spice and everything nice to be found in Jeannie Falder. We promised everyone a present, and I'm sure there are many of our listeners who would like to hear from Robert Stevenson, the boy with the harmonica. Would you? Very well, then, he's yours, our songwriting, smile-inducing boy of melody, Robert Stevenson.
a pretty ornament to put on your Christmas tree. A nice job, Bobby Stevenson. Stay around because Santa Claus has promised to be on the show, and I'm sure he won't want to miss you. What Christmas would be complete without a game of some sort? How would you like to play a good game? A Gloria good game.
Hold on, did I hear my name mentioned?
You did indeed, Gloria. Remember, you promised us something novel.
All right, let's play How Many Rhymes Can You Get?
How many rhymes can you get? Well, that's a new game. What are the rules?
Listen. Here's a game the music folks call rhyming. It's lots of fun for everyone. Now, honey, it's a snap. Put on your thinking cap. I'll show you how it's done. Now, how many rhymes can you get for moon? Croon, my but you're smart, sweetheart. How many rhymes can you get for squeeze? Please, my but you're smart, sweetheart. Who thinks you're lovely, as sweet as can be? Well, if you can't guess, then I'll confess it's no one but me. Now, how many rhymes can you get for love? Above. Oh, my, but you're smart. Why, you've won my heart. I love to rhyme with you.
Now, wasn't that a Gloria good little game? Gee, I'm glad you came to our Christmas party, if for no other reason than to be on hand for our next little star, little 10-year-old Cora May Isgriggs. Cora May hasn't been on our program very often, but on her few appearances, she's always done her best to please. Now, let me see. This is a very special present, so I have it. This present goes to all of our little shut-in friends, and along with the present goes wishes for a speedy recovery and a very, very Merry Christmas. Let's hear it, Cora May.
Who's coming in a sleigh? Who's coming Christmas Day? Making our hearts so gay, taking our cares away. Who? Santa Claus. Who? Santa Claus. Who's got a lot of sled dolls in their little beds, trains in their tiny sheds, teddy bears with fuzzy heads? Who? Santa Claus. Why? Just because everyone who's been a good little girl or boy this year, Santa has your name and address. It won't be long 'cause he's here. Who's got a present for Daddy and Mother, Auntie and Uncle, sister and brother? Who? Dear Santa Claus.
Santa Claus could bring me a present like Cora May if he wanted to. I think she's perfectly adorable.
I wonder how many poor little girls and boys will be forgotten this Christmas, Gloria.
That's something to think seriously about, Jean, and also to act upon. Let's see whether we can't give the good fellows a hand.
How?
Well, since we're having our Christmas party, let's include a present for the good fellows.
Wonderful. I run off and get the stage set.
Hurry up. In the meantime, let's call Margaret Buck out in front of the curtains to close today's first act. She says goodbye to the blues musically. Come on, Margaret. We're waiting for you, so put those lightning feet of yours into action. See you later.
You can't beat Farm Crest Coconut Donut Puffs for flavor, freshness, and economy. They cost only 15 cents for a big package of 2 entire dozen. Imagine, just about 1/2 of a penny each for a cake treat that tastes like $1 million. Your local Farm Crest dealer has them fresh for you every day. Ask for them the next time you go to the grocery store. Farm Crest Coconut Donut Puffs. Our junior chorus is about to bring to life, in song, a Christmas fantasy inspired by a cartoon drawn by Tom May. A cartoon that symbolizes the purpose of the Goodfellows. So as our lights dim and the curtains slowly part, the junior chorus assembles to sing Forgotten. The scene, as you'll remember, is a garret room, bare of furniture except for a bed, table, chair, and a washstand. It is Christmas morning. A little child is sleeping, dreaming, of course, of Santa Claus. Let's listen.
Come to the poor garret room. The little girl's dreams were in vain. She had awakened to a cold, empty Christmas morn. She had been forsaken again. No beautiful dolls graced her table that day. No toys found their way to her heart. She had prayed to her Christ, this poor little girl, that she might receive her small part of his favor that day, but her prayer went astray. Dear God, she had said as she knelt there in prayer, give love to this world down below. I'm not asking for much for myself, dearest Lord, but there are others who need things so. That was her plea, but she had been forgotten.
upon her lying there. Look upon her lying there.
They will not be forgotten this next Christmas morn. The children of hope shall not be forlorn. St. Nicholas will ride to his glory that day, with plenty of time to stop on his way in the most humble cottage and palace of joy, with plenty of gifts for each girl and for each boy. And you are concerned in the pattern of things, the joy and the happiness Santa Claus brings. The good fellows march on their way Tuesday morn. The children of hope shall not be forlorn.
A merry, merry Christmas in the spirit of fellowship.
For Christ the meek and gentle Lamb was born.
The meek and gentle Lamb was born to teach us love and kindness on this holiest of days. A merry, merry Christmas. For Christ the meek and gentle Lamb was born.
The meek and gentle Lamb was born.
To teach us love and kindness on this holiest of days.
For the Spirit of Christmas is to give to them. The Spirit of Christmas is given to the lady.
A merry, merry Christmas in the spirit of fellowship.
For Christ the Lord is born.
The Lord is born. The Lord is born. The Lamb of God is born this joyful day. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
And so we close the curtains on our little Christmas fantasy portraying the famous Tom May cartoon, Forgotten. Tuesday morning, the Goodfellows marched down Lafayette Boulevard to the tune of Onward Christian Soldiers to sell papers as they did in the days of their youth, so that in all Detroit, no child will be forgotten on Christmas morning. Show that you, too, are a good fellow and contribute to this worthwhile cause. The old newsboys must raise $125,000 to pay for merchandise already bought. The day before Christmas, the boxes addressed to Anne or to John or whatever the child's name might be will be delivered by the policemen and Boy Scouts. So, buy your newspaper on Tuesday. Dear little Marie Benner begins the third act of today's Christmas Review, singing that number that will always be a favorite at this time of year. Old Jack Frost has painted a pretty picture in his Winter Wonderland.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to
face unafraid, the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh, how beautiful the tree looks. And here comes jolly old Santa Claus.
Worry, worry, worry. That's all I have is worry.
Why, what's the matter, Santa Claus?
I parked my reindeer and sleigh out in front of the Broadway Capitol Theater and got a ticket.
A parking ticket?
Of course not. A ticket to the Broadway Capitol Theater. I've been hearing your broadcasts up in Toyland.
Have you enjoyed them?
Well, yes and no. Who in the world is that boy they call Football Freddy?
Why, Santa, that's Russell Eastman.
Wonderful boy, wonderful boy. I think he has the finest voice of any youngster I've ever heard.
Lay off the ad-lib, Russell. Play your part of Santa Claus and let's get on with the show.
Very well, then. I hope you've noticed those 3 beautiful boxes under the Christmas tree.
Of course we have, Santa, and we're just dying to know what's in them.
Now that you're here, may we open them?
Of course, of course, of course.
Oh, it's Little Boy Blue.
Lift him out, bring him down here, and I'll wind him up.
If I didn't see you take him out of the box, I'd swear that was little Billy Dog.
Think what you will. There you are. Now stretch your stuff, Little Boy Blue.
The little toy dog is covered with dust, but sturdy and staunch he stands. The little toy soldier is red with rust, and his musket molds in his hands. Time was when the little toy dog was new, and the soldier was passing fair. And that was the time when our little boy Blue kissed them and put them there. Now don't you go till I come, he said, and don't you make any noise. So toddling off to his trundle bed, he dreamt of the pretty toys. And as he was dreaming, an angel song awakened our little boy Blue. All the years are many, the years are long, but our little toy friends are true. I faithful to little boy Blue they stand, each in the same old place, awaiting the touch of a little hand, the smile of a little face. And they wander as waiting these long years through in the dust of that little chair. What has become of our little boy Blue since he kissed them and put them there?
That's right. Now open that second box. You'll find a beautiful bisque doll named Mary Lou. She's been kicking on the cover trying to get out ever since we left the North Pole. Bring her down here till I wind her up.
Doesn't she look like little Mary Lou Harrington?
A great deal like our little 5-year-old star.
There you are. Now will you please tell me why you kept squirming around in that box?
I got a pain in my shoulders, that's why. Of the little bisque doll that made such an awful uproar. Oh, I've got a pain in my sawdust. That's what's the matter with me. Something is wrong with my little inside, for I'm just as sick as can be. Don't let me
a fan. Someone else phone for the medicine man. Everyone hurry as fast as you can. Oh, I've got a pain in my sawdust.
You've been such good boys and girls that I brought you another special present. Of course, it's only a little rag doll and probably worn for age. Fact, it's 5 years old. But as soon as I wind her up, you'll see she's got lots of pets.
Why, that's little 5-year-old Betty Jane Ailing.
That's giving Santa Claus away, Jean.
I have to give her in special winding, because I don't dare let her motor run down. Hold her real still now. Here we go. Stand clear. This little rag doll needs lots of room. Well, how did you like my three little dolls?
Oh, Santa Claus, they were beautiful. And ever so clever, too.
Why didn't you invite Santa Claus to sit down, Barbara Lee? He must get pretty worried going up and down the chimneys as he does.
Yes, indeed. And I never could understand why I never got my clothes dirty.
We'll entertain you for being so good to us, Santa Claus. Just sit down over here and listen to the Farmcrest maid, June Kidner.
I'd rather hear Russ Leisman. He's got the best voice.
Stop your frowning, Russell. Don't forget your Santa Claus.
The Farmcrest maid, you say, eh? Yes, I've heard her. Beautiful voice, beautiful voice. You want me to sit down here?
Girls and boys, our little Farmcrest maid, June Kidner, has a wonderful song for us today. And I'm sure she's going to try extra hard because Santa Claus is with us. All right, June.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, no, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we dance till 3, the way you changed my life.
No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
Oh, June, that was beautiful. What Children's Theater of the Year program could be complete without you? We've turned the tables on Santa Claus, and instead of taking, we're giving. I'm sure old St. Nicholas will enjoy the next little members of our troupe. It's little 12-year-old Patsy Davidson and 12-year-old Carrie Byers. Here they are, just chock full of the Christmas spirit. So into your dance, girls. Come here, Santa Claus. I have a very nice little girl I'd like to have you meet. Come here, Edie Dine.
Here's where I get even for everything she's ever said to me.
Santa Claus, I want you to meet Miss Edith Dine.
My, what a funny little red nose. How do you do?
What's the matter with my nose? How are you?
Santa, there's only one person I've ever seen that looks as funny as you do.
And who is that?
This'll tie you up in knots, I'm sure. It's Russell Eastman.
Why, I'm so mad. I'm so mad I could eat my whiskers.
You're just like Russell, Santa Claus. He acts like a goat, too.
And I said I was going to get even. What's the use?
Don't you worry, Santa Claus. Everyone loves you just the same.
Yeah, man.
Don't forget, I've got my heart set on you.
Don't be bashful, Barbara Lee. Sing it for us.
Will you listen, Santa?
Oh, of course.
I'm yours to command, and I stand here ready to obey you. Darling, if you only say you could care for me, I'm yours to command. Every day that I live to serve you. And though I know I don't deserve you, humbly I implore that you be mine forevermore. For I've got my heart set on you. No one else could possibly do. No one else could replace the ecstasy you bring to me. You're so divine. I've got my heart set on you. You're a blessing from out of the blue. You alone can decide the fate of me. Your destiny has to be mine. You are the moon on high. You are a starlit sky. The fragrance of flowers in spring. You are my dream of love. You're my very theme of love. Darling, you're my everything. I've got my heart set on
don't run away, Santa Claus. I just remembered something.
What?
Well, I wasn't very nice to you, and I just remembered that only good little girls and boys are remembered at Christmas time.
Well, don't worry. I'll forget you.
Oh, Santa, it was all in fun. When I said you looked like Russell Eastman, I didn't mean it. Honest, Santa, no one could look as funny as Russell. Listen, if you stop over at my place Christmas morning, I'll give you some nice milk and toast.
You'll probably burn the toast. What else?
A nice dish of Farm Crest coconut donut puffs.
Now you're tempting me.
I'm a good cook. What do you sink your teeth into my toast?
I don't want it if it's burned.
Well, if it's burned, we'll do this. Scraping the toast, scraping the toast. When breakfast rolls around, I hear that funny sound. Scraping the toast, scraping the toast. 3 tiers for rye and white. Let's burn the bread up right. Oh, every mother and wife has the time of her life with that knife in the morning. Scraping the toast in every kitchen from coast to coast. When morning rolls around, those breakfast makers, those income takers, they start the day scraping the toast. I can get up by myself, no alarm clock on the shelf. No one has to say, wake up, my dear. I can tell right to the dot when the coffee's getting hot. Just about that time I always hear scraping the toast, scraping the toast. When
You are listening to the Children's Theater of the Air Christmas Show. And before we say good afternoon, let us make this suggestion. For your Christmas cakes, pies, and cookies, be sure to visit the Farm Crest dealer in your neighborhood. The ideal sweets for your Christmas festivities are Farm Crest coconut donut puffs. Here, indeed, is a real delight. These palatable cake donut puffs covered with fresh, flaky coconut and powdered sugar are the treat of the day. They look good, they smell good, they taste good. No fooling, they are good. Buy them and try them for yourself. You'll enjoy every last one of them, and you will want more. For only 15 cents at your Farm Crest dealer, you can get a big cellophane package of 24. Yes, 2 full dozen for only 15 cents. Farm Crest Coconut Donut Puffs. That is what you asked for. And so we ring down the final curtain on the special Children's Theater of the Air Christmas program. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. And you will not forget the Goodfellows on next Tuesday. The Christmas fantasy featured by our junior chorus was written by Russell Wood. We chorus invite you to be in our visual audience next Sunday at 12 o'clock noon for another exciting musical treat with tomorrow's headliners of the stage, screen, and radio. Next Sunday, the Broadway Capitol offers 2 great pictures, Big City and High, Wide, and Handsome. The Children's Theater of the Air is a feature production of WXYZ. Your announcer, John Slagle. This is the Michigan Radio Network.